You said last week that y'all were working to integrate Joseph back into the team. How is that going? What is it consisted of, and what remains until he can be on the game day roster?
He's fully integrated to the training sessions. Obviously, because he was, surgery and long period of absence of training. We're evaluating whether he's on the bench or not. But tomorrow we'll make the final decision.
Is there a factor? Is there something that you need to see?
No, just to see how he feels. Times the recovery after this week is kind of an overload for him because he hasn't been involved in any weekly training session. So we just want to take a look at how he recovers from the last 3 days.
And Sosa and Wiley, what is their status now?
The same, just working on the side. I mean, not the same, but working on the side a little bit. Already working on the field, like training double sessions, and just the same, like trying to see if they can make it for the weekend.
Last game before the FIFA break, a home game. How important is it just to go into that break with 3 points and a good feeling?
Massively important. Massively important. It's a very important game for us. We're at home. And obviously we need to catch up some of the points that we leave on the road. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I'm very happy with the response of the players. Like throughout the week, they've been very serious, very intense, working very hard. Also learning a little details that can help us to achieve points.
Such as
the mentality, winning duels, life or death in every part of the field, concentration, set pieces, little details where, we know that we need to improve in certain things. But again, it's a work in progress at times with a group that has been through a lot of adversity. And so I'm very happy with the response that I've seen.
Columbus is having some trouble scoring, but they have Zelleran, one of the best free kick takers, if not the best, in Major League Soccer. How do you, avoid fouling them and giving him shots at free goals, basically?
Well, many things. One is keeping the ball, trying to have more the ball than them. They're also a team that like to possess the ball. Their possession is pretty high. Obviously trying to limiting the importance of Lucas Elarayan higher on the field, trying to be tight, not specifically man marking, but whoever is close to him, just try to be aware of his space. We saw some of his tendencies, but also from others. I think Columbus is the team with more goals outside of the box, from shooting, and it's not just Lucas Elarayan. There are others. Nagby also shoots pretty well.
He only scores golazzos, though, 2 a year.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a lot of things. Obviously, step up at the right times, but more importantly is we on the ball. We try to be good on the ball, trying to create enough chances and just control the tempo of the game and put the tempo that we want, which is a very intense tempo. Try to move the ball faster, 2 touches, try to move the ball side to side, try to balance them quickly, and try to get in good areas to create chances. So that's the main idea. After that, obviously, we will try to take care of their tendencies offensively.
We're a third of the way through the season now, I think. Are you worried about y'all's spot on the table, or is there still a whole lot of games to be played?
There are still a lot, but every point is important. Every 3 points, every game it matters. There's no games that count 6 points or 7 points. There are no games that matter 1 point. Like everything is the same. So yes, we know that we're still in the first third of the season, but the season flies and the time goes on very fast, and we cannot just we don't care about this because we have a lot of points ahead. No, we have to start to catch up a little bit. I think the difference and the gaps are not that big with other teams. We have one less game than some others ahead of us, so we have a little bit of that, but we need to take care of these 3 points, and then after that we will see.
What do y'all plan on doing with the program? Is there anything specifically you want to work on with the team, or is it just going to be typical training sessions?
Typical training sessions in general. I mean, we're planning some things. First, reintegrating everyone after a period of break, and after that, obviously working on certain tendencies that we want to improve. But obviously those 2 weeks we're going to work more in us, more in what we can do better, and then we will go specifically on Inter Miami and try to see how we can hurt them. We already played them, so we have a little bit of knowledge on how to face them.
Y'all are a little thin at center back. Some folks are asking if the team is considering bringing back Leandro Gonzalez Perez, who's not playing a whole lot for River Plate right now.
Well, that's not a question to me. You know who you have to talk to know about signings and all that. I'm just, I'm very happy with what I have. That's what I can tell you. The response, again, I always put this example, but the response from Alex de Jong has been fantastic for me. And again, I'm not thinking or dreaming with any player coming to the team. Obviously, there are people aware of that, but me, I'm just focused on the guys I have here, and they're training every day here, training very hard, trying to get some minutes, and that's my focus. It's them. It's not no one else.
Did you get any credit for making that free kick?
I hope not. I mean, Luis was pretty good today. Thiago was good. Marcelino was very good today. So they were having fun in there. So
the ball just sounds different when Almada hits it.
Yeah. I mean,
to be a little bitty guy, he can pound the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of guys that can hit. I mean, Brooks is very good. So today he didn't try, but that bunch of players, they're good. Different areas on this side. Marcelino, Thiago were good. Luis on the other side. I mean, we have good quality there on free kicks. Yeah.
Coach, you mentioned the intensity this week. Did it just feel different? And we certainly saw that on Tuesday during the open part. Is practice normally that intense, or does it feel a little different this week?
No, I think it's normal. I think it's normal. The intensity has been here all the time. It's more about, at times we confuse intensity with just tackling or being rude, being very aggressive. And for me, intensity is more than that. For me, intensity is being half a second ahead of the opponent, reaching those balls half an inch earlier than the opponent, and also move the ball faster, like play with some intensity on the ball too, like dictate a tempo, higher tempo, because we are very good when we play fast. We're very good. We play simple, we play fast, and the only way we can play fast is when we play simple. When we play simple, the ball moves faster than anyone else. Luis Araujo is super fast, Ronaldo is super fast, but no one is faster than the ball. So if we can move the ball faster, that's intensity too. Obviously, it's winning duels. Obviously, it's winning the individual battles, the individual duels, but intensity is a lot more. So that's what I like about that type of training sessions. They're very intense. The ball moves fast, and they adjust to that. And it's typical for us. But then there are little moments in the game where we kind of forget about that. And that's the reminder for me. Is the training session is 70 minutes, 75 minutes, 90 minutes, 60 minutes. Okay, but those 60 minutes, those 90 minutes, we are full concentrated on playing at pace, playing with intensity, because then in the game we cannot lose periods of times where we are very good, let's just relax. No, we cannot, because we concede goals when that happened. So for me, that's more the reminder that happened this week, that no one can fall asleep at any moment in the games.
And Andrew Gutman, you guys are losing him for several weeks, especially a guy who played a lot of minutes. What does his absence mean?
Yeah, obviously every player is important. Andrew has been very, very important in that position. Is the player that started every game for us consistently. He was the only remaining player that did that for us. But now we won't have that, maybe that kind of extra boost on his tackles, on his duels, and that, relentless way to attack and defend at the same time. But I think that, whoever we play there, whether it's Caleb or Ronald, we have options. We have Mikey, and every one of them can cover in different ways his absence. And we'll try to do the best without him, as we always tell, next man up, and they have to fill that gap.
And then I remember last year you compared Marcelino at one point to Picasso. Have you had a comparison for Thiago yet?
No, not quite there. Not quite there. The reference was more about he's an artist and he's natural. Like Marcelino is a natural player. He feels the game. He wasn't taught. He wasn't in academy. He wasn't a guy that coaches in academy can teach you some fundamentals of football, angles, 1-2 touches, control with the left to the right. Orientated. No, he's a natural player. He played on the streets, he played in his neighborhood, in his little town, and he's just a natural player that feels the game. And that's what I love about Marcelino's game. he just feels the game and then express himself. Whether at times he's successful, at times he's not. It's like the artists. They don't produce masterpieces every weekend. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And I think Thiago is similar in some ways. Thiago is also a natural player. He understands the time and the space in a very, very good way. He understands the angles. He's not like he's good at dribbling. It's just he understands the angles to pass a guy just because of the way they are defending. And he understands how to move the ball with which angle just to pass the guy, and then his vision, he's always with the head up and he's always looking for the movements of his teammates. He's a very clever player, and he's similar in some ways to what I was referring to Marcelino, natural players that just pure talent.
Profe, tienen 13 partidos sin derrota en Mercedes-Benz. ¿Eso los motiva o qué tipo de inspiración los da para un partido?
Nos motiva, la verdad no quiero ni pensar en ello porque al final algún día terminará esa racha. Queremos simplemente ganar el próximo partido y esa es la mentalidad del equipo. Queremos simplemente ganar el próximo partido, de local o visitante. Siempre es importante, los 3 puntos no valen más los de local que los de visitante, así es que para nosotros, más allá de pensar en esa racha, para nosotros lo que es muy importante es pensar en ir partido a partido, en tratar de ganar estos 3 puntos más que cualquier otra cosa.
Y Mateos es el nuevo capitán. Dijiste que es un jugador que muy cerebro, que piensa mucho, es muy clínico y ve los espacios. ¿Cómo ha crecido desde que lo han puesto en este rol nuevo?
No creo que haya crecido en general, creo que es quien es y eso es lo que me gusta. A veces no me gusta cuando tú das el gafete de capitán y la persona cambia. No le doy el gafete de capitán a alguien para que cambie o modifique algún comportamiento, se lo doy para que siga siendo el mismo porque ha llegado a ser donde está, capitán o líder, por lo que ha hecho hasta ahora. Entonces no necesito que cambie y es lo que ha hecho todos los que he puesto de capitán. No necesitan cambiar nada, ha sido un jugador sólido, que sabemos lo que nos da. Obviamente quizás toma un poquito más de responsabilidad en su juego, eso sí, te diría que se ve que como que tengo que responder y siente un poquito esa responsabilidad en su juego y lo ha hecho muy bien, pero en general no creo que haya cambiado nada y sigue siendo el mismo jugador que lidera con el ejemplo en cada entrenamiento y en cada partido.
Gonzalo, ¿qué tipo de partido te imaginás? ¿Qué tipo de partido planificas?
Un partido muy intenso, creo que es un equipo que sabe muy bien a lo que juega, está muy bien compenetrado, tiene un bloque defensivo bastante sólido, después tiene a gente muy rápida por las bandas y obviamente nunca te puedes olvidar de un tipo como Lucas Elarayán, que es el cerebro del equipo, que es el que marca la diferencia por momentos en el último tercio y bueno, trataremos de tener el control del partido, creo que en la medida que tengamos la pelota en mejores áreas, sobre todo en el área rival, estaremos mejor en el equipo porque lo que mejor sabemos hacer es atacar, así es que trataremos de atacar mucho el día sábado.
¿Le vas a poner referencia a Lucas? ¿Cómo pensás tomarlo? ¿Lo vas a escalonar?
Sí, primero que nada queremos atacar, queremos ver cómo defiende Lucas primero que nada, ¿no? Y ese es parte del planteamiento, es eso, ¿no? Ponerlo a que defienda un poquito. Después cuando él tenga la pelota, primero que nada estar muy atentos en las marcas en ataque, ¿no? Cuando estemos atacando, saber siempre tener una referencia con él, no personal, no es de que siempre tenga que ser un jugador u otro, el que quede por esa zona tendrá que siempre tenerlo de referencia y para eso es importante la comunicación. Después cuando ellos tengan la pelota, seguramente sí, marcaremos siempre en zona, como siempre lo hacemos, en un bloque medio, y el que esté cerca de él lo marcará. Sabemos sus tendencias, lo bueno que vimos todas las tendencias de él y trataremos de limitar su talento. A veces no es simplemente pararlo, porque es difícil parar a un jugador como Lucas, pero sí limitarlo y tratar de que vaya a zonas donde a él quizás no se sienta tan cómodo y no cause tanto daño, ¿no?
¿Qué tema con las lesiones, no? Ahora también la de Goodman. Se hace difícil también planificar en la cabeza pensando que tenés tantas adversidades.
Sí, pero bueno, no podemos quejarnos. Yo no puedo venir aquí a llorar por las lesiones. Obviamente no nos gustan y obviamente analizamos por qué pasan y tratamos de prevenirlas y muchas cosas, pero no puedo venir aquí y decir a los muchachos, bueno muchachos, pues tenemos muchos lesionados, vamos a rendirnos y que nos dé igual el torneo. No, creo que tengo aparte suficientes armas para echar mano, para poder sacar adelante los partidos y como siempre lo decimos, ¿no? Esto sigue y el que esté en la cancha tendrá que rendir igual que el que no está y esa es la mentalidad del equipo.
La última te dejo. Joseph ya puede volver, puede estar en el banco tal vez.
Puede ser, vamos a evaluarlo eso mañana. Esta semana se reintegró por completo al partido, a los entrenamientos, y veremos si se recupera bien, sobre todo. La recuperación de Joseph es lo que me interesa mucho ver. El día de mañana evaluaremos si puede estar en la banca o no. Sí. Ok.
Just the importance of getting 3 points on Saturday before y'all go into the break and trying to make up some ground on the table.
Yeah, it's obviously every time we play at home, we want to get 3 points, and we're coming off a good result in Nashville. Getting that draw late in the game. So yeah, all focus is getting 3 points at home into the break, and hopefully we can put ourselves in a good spot in the table. And put us in a good position after international break.
Columbus likes to have the ball. They Lucas Zellerán, one of the best, if not the best, free kick takers in Major League Soccer. How do y'all avoid giving him opportunities for free attempts on goal, basically?
Yeah, don't foul around the box, I guess. I mean, that's probably the best way to keep him out of free kick range. But yeah, you got to give him credit. He's a good player, but. We have good players all over the field as well, and we've got set piece specialists on our team as well. So, they should be looking at our set pieces just as much as we're looking at theirs, and that's just a matchup that we take pride in every game. I think set pieces are a very important part of any season. If you can score goals on offensive set pieces, that's very important for the team.
Pineda said there's some good progress made this week on improving in the little details of games and in the training sessions. Would you agree with that? In what areas have you seen that?
Definitely, yeah. We were very competitive this week in training. I thought on Tuesday we did a lot of playing and game-like scenarios where you might go up a goal, might go up 2 goals, or might go down a goal, whatever the case may be, in trying to fight back to get the score level if you're down, or keep the lead if you're up. So Gonzalo talks about the little details, and that's the thing that's gonna climb us up the table and get us these 3 points that we need.
Brooks, Marcelino mentioned earlier this week that the consistency in the lineups is helping the team have better chemistry. Do you feel like you're connecting better with the attackers and producing more?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you saw the last goal we scored in Nashville. I thought, Thiago knows the type of runs that I like to make as a player, and we're starting to create that really strong connection between the me and the front players. Me specifically, I think, just speaking for myself, I'm saying, Luis, I have a very strong connection with Luis on the right hand side, and you've seen Thiago's quality since he's come into Atlanta United, and a guy like Ronaldo, he's been great for us. He's been running, pressing, scoring goals. So yeah, the connection is strong.
So far this season, you have a few assists and a couple goals. Are you happy with your production?
I am. Yeah, I'm happy with my production so far. I think I could have even better stats. There's chances that I've created that I think have been good goal scoring opportunities, but there's also chances that I might have missed myself. So always looking to increase my stats every year, and I've set goals at the beginning of the year for myself, and I'm trying to attack those goals.
This is the last match before the FIFA break. How are you guys feeling, and what is it like playing this last game at home? Because I know that makes a big difference for you guys.
It does, yeah. I think we've been on the road a lot in the past couple of months, so we're happy to be at home in front of our fans, going into the international break, and this is a massive game for us. Especially you want to get 3 points going into such a long period of time, away from the team. So, all focus is on Saturday, and we're going to do everything we can in front of our fans to get a win.
I can't remember if I asked you this last week, and if I did, I apologize. But how is Josetu doing as captain of the team?
Yeah, he's doing well. I think that's obviously an interim role right now, as most of our main leaders on the team are out for one reason or another. But he's done a great job being calm, staying in the moment, and not making the captaincy or any leadership position pull him out of his normal self. I think he's a good guy, and everyone likes him in the locker room. So I think he's doing well.
And Coach said Joseph is getting fully reintegrated back into the team. What's it like getting not just another attacking option back, but a leader on the team?
Yeah, I mean, first things first is Joseph's a great leader on this team, and it's great to have him back in training. And having Joseph Martinez available for you, in any situation is a positive. So we're really excited to have him back, and we can't wait for him to be back at the Bends.